Brazil let themselves down against Norway. In fact, Norway were far, far the better team against Brazil. I don't actually know what exactly the Brazilians were playing in that game. Norway controlled the game right from the beginning of the match to the end, and they deserve to go through. They deserve to go through. Brazil had their own downfall. In fact, they are their own fault. They had the chances, but they had more clear cut chances than Norway in that game before Norway found a way to score through Haaland. They had incredible chances. Got a penalty in the first half, of which Bruno Guimaraes missed. This kind of tournament, a knockout stage, is this kind of win. How did he manage to miss that penalty? Why did Vinicius Junior did not even take that penalty? I thought Vinicius Junior was the one to take the penalty. But instead, he handed over to Bruno Guimaraes to take the penalty. But Bruno Guimaraes ended up missing the penalty. But at the end of the match, Vinicius Junior clearly stated he was ready to take it. He's not trying to shy away from the responsibility of taking the penalties. He has been taking penalties for Real Madrid. But in that game, it was the decision of Carlo Ancelotti, the Brazil coach, that Vinicius Junior shouldn't take the penalty, but Bruno Guimaraes to take the penalty. And Carlo Ancelotti actually confirmed it at the end of the game that Vinicius Junior, in fact, is not even in the top 5 list in the Brazilian squad for penalty takers, that he's number 6. That's how Vinicius Junior has been incredible in taking penalties. I think in his whole career, he missed only two penalties. If I'm not mistaken, he missed only 2 penalties for Real Madrid. And Bruno Guimaraes, that he trusted, is one of the best players to take the penalty in the squad, end up missing it. End up missing it. So the Brazilians let themselves down. In fact, they let Vinicius Junior down. Vinicius Junior has been their best player in this tournament. He has been their best player in the tournament with goals, assists. Even the game against Norway, Vinicius Junior was so incredible in that game. He created a lot of chances. He was so threatening to Norwegian, even though they were so careful with Vinicius Junior that they had to mark Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior was so incredible in that game. Look at that pass to Henrik. Look at that pass to Henrik. In fact, if Henrik could have scored that goal, it would have been the assist of the tournament. A switch outside of the foot pass that split two defenders. In fact, that pass confused the defenders as if it was a knuckleball. A knuckleball that Vinicius Junior gave that split the Norwegian defenders into two and gave Hendrik a one-on-one chance. How did Hendrik miss that chance? How did he miss that chance? A poor control from him. I end up tipping the ball way far behind at the side way. The Brazilians, they had their own fault. In fact, Haaland was marked in that game. He was out of the game. You can't even find Haaland. But at the right moment, Ellen Haaland delivered for the Norwegian. And that's one thing I like about Ellen Haaland. You might not see Haaland, but before you notice it, if you just give Haaland one chance, he's going to punish you. And that's exactly what he did in that game. Exactly. You just give Haaland 2 chances. 2 chances in that game, Haaland scored 2 goals. Gabriel was shocked in the first goal. He did not even know where did Haaland came from. Haaland with a powerful header, and the second goal was more of a typical striker goal. Confident. In fact, when Haaland just struck that ball, he knew immediately within him that was going straight to the back of the net. He knew that. So the Norwegian played incredible. So kudos to them. Kudos to them to going to the quarterfinal of the World Cup, and they totally deserve it because they control the game better than Brazil.